Hi, it's Shanna. We watched Stop Motion. So I was going to do a video on butterfly kisses. I might still make that. I don't know yet. But last night I was up in the office where I am now, and I don't usually watch a movie when it hits like 10:30 because I'm going to be really tired or fall asleep right at the end. I always miss the last like 5 minutes. It sucks. I get so annoyed because then I got to like fast forward all the way. Anyway, so it was like 10:21 and it was an hour and like 33 minutes. And I was just scrolling down Hulu and I had clicked on a different movie, The Astronaut. I was going to watch that, but then underneath that I saw another movie that I plan on watching as well. I don't remember what that was called though. And then from that one I got to Stop Motion, and I've never heard of this movie before, ever. It came out in, I guess, release date's February 2024, so it's about 2 years old actually. 2 years old yesterday, the day I watched it. That's crazy. I'm looking at the wrong screen. I should put myself over here. Boop. Boop. There. Because I keep looking at myself, so, no. Anyway. Alright, so Stop Motion. It is a horror film directed by Robert Morgan, who actually wrote it as well with Robin King. Came out in 2024. I liked it. It was good. It wasn't perfect. It had some flaws, but let's talk about it. Stop Motion is about a girl who she makes stop motion art with her mom, basically. Well, her mom is a renowned one. Like, everybody's like, oh, I remember, learning your mom at school. So she's working with her mom who has arthritis and she can't make the figures anymore. So she's having her daughter do it, and this mom is a horrible mom. Oh my god, my heart hurt for that little girl. And I know she's not even a little girl. I don't even know how old she is. Like, did it say how old she was? No. How old is she? She is 32. So, yeah, my age. I was gonna say my age, but I'm not 32. But anyway, so she works with her mom and she's making this stop motion art, and it's like a commentary on inner childhood and family trauma. It was really good. If you like stop motion, it was pretty cool. It was definitely creepy. It was very visceral. It's worth watching. It's definitely worth watching. I watched it on Hulu. It is also streaming on AMC Plus, Disney Plus, and then this says Fandango at Home, so do with that what you will. I'm gonna get into the deep dive of the movie now. I'd say watch it. It's cool. It's creepy. It's derivative. I mean, it's not... It's good. It's worth watching. Go watch it. Come back. Spoilers coming. This movie had me going. I wasn't really paying attention in the very beginning when she's like, the setup where it's like you meet her boyfriend and then you meet the friend, and then there was a whole thing. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention for the first like 5 minutes, and I was playing a video game. I was playing RuneScape. And so then I started paying attention when her mom starts yelling at her, and it was I felt so bad for her. Like, oh my gosh, I'm a mother and I cannot imagine talking to my child that way, especially if that kid is helping me. She is helping you to finish your last project. She doesn't have to do that. She's 32 goddamn years old. I don't know how old the character is supposed to be, but the actress, so we're just going with it because she's 30. And, like, so it didn't click for me that the little girl, that she is, what's her name? Ella's inner child. I think that's her name. Ella, yeah. So the little girl never gets a name, first of all. And like, I don't want to spoil it yet, but like, we gotta talk about it. Obviously then mom has a stroke and she can't do it anymore. So now little girl pops up. Now the little girl is like, when I first saw her, I didn't think she was real because he had just said that the building would be empty. And so, like, does anybody else ever see her? Because, like, she wasn't actually there, right? Like, that was a figment of Ella's imagination. Like, did Ella just, like, lose her shit when her mom got sick? Like, it just broke her. I mean, the way her mom was yelling at her, though, I guess that could break you anyway. So, yeah, the little girl is her. And I didn't pick up on that at first. But at first I thought she wasn't real. Then I started thinking she was real, but it was really weird. And then I thought he was... I got her mixed up with Polly, the blonde. That bitch. Plagiarism is never okay. Do not plagiarize. Make up your own ideas. Was it even technically a story? There's a girl in the woods. She's running away. There's an ash man. He looks at her, he touches her, and he gets her. Like, that's it. That's... I mean, I guess she's like 9. Why do I say 9? I don't know how old she is. Just as a young girl. So Ella starts making this new film, and she changes the way the figures look. And those were creepy as fuck. Like, making it out of meat. Like, that was fine. That was weird. But it did look really fucking cool. So, I don't know. It's not exactly that wild of a concept, you know? I don't know. I thought that was kind of a neat idea. That was a little weird, but I was along for the ride. The fox took it too far for me. And it just gets worse. Like, so when she goes into day 2 and Ella's like, no, the girl doesn't get touched. She escapes. What is she hoping to accomplish? Like, so at this point, she does believe that this is actually happening. Like, she does not think that these are hallucinations, really, does she? Because, like, she never took the LSD, so if she never took the LSD, she never had a reason to hallucinate, but she was hallucinating. But then it was actually happening. I'm going with it was actually happening. It had to have been. I don't know. I guess we don't actually have any kind of confirmation, and she was in fact hallucinating the little girl, so I don't know. If you dive deep into it, it's too much. Doesn't make sense. So the little girl's telling her story, and she says, you know, day 1, he looks at her, and then you get the creepy eyeball in the peephole. But then she doesn't want to give day 2, and Ella's like, I'm not gonna use the fox body. to make the Ash Man. 'Cause, like, ugh, it's just gross. But it shows a lot, too, because, you know, then when she's at the end and she's going after these, you know... I'm allowed to do spoilers. I did the spoilers warning. So then Ella can't tell the story on her own, and she's like, it's not your story, though. That's why. But it is. Because she's hallucinating it. So she's telling herself the story of telling herself of the Ash Man. But then I guess, you know, the little girl's confused, too, because she says this doesn't happen. Or this isn't part of the story, the little girl says, when the Ash Man turns and goes for Ella. I don't know. What do you think? So let's talk about that bitch Polly. Like, she really stole her movie, though? That's pathetic as fuck. Like, the nerve. You can actually be sued for that. Like, if she wants to go get a lawyer and can afford to, she could get one, but I guess she really can't afford to. Was anybody else really grossed out when she cut her own leg open? Like, when she... Why didn't she use a knife and cut out a piece of muscle? Why did she have to peel it out like you peel the tendon out of a chicken breast? Ugh. Hated it. So then, why does Polly even bother, like, showing up to her house, though? With, dude, Tom. Like, he comes to check on her, presumably because he can guess where she fucking is, and brings Polly after Polly just plagiarized her fucking movie? Are you fucking kidding me? That's just gross. That's grimy as fuck. I thought it was dope as fuck that the, what am I saying? Fuck. Using the mortician's wax was a good touch. I lost my train of thought, like, 30 seconds ago, and I've just been staring at the camera trying to remember what I was talking about, because I had something to say! But it's gone. I lost it. So we're talking about something else! We were talking about Polly. Why the fuck did Tom bring Polly? I'm sure Polly didn't tell Tom that she was a plagiarizing whore. Can I say that on YouTube? Well, I said whore. I also just said fuck like 10 seconds ago. Anyway, I was still really sad for her when her mom died. 'Cause, like, she really just needed the chance to stand up to herself, to that woman, and she would have felt better. But since she didn't, now she can't. I know what it feels like if someone dies before you have a chance to resolve an issue with them. Both my uncle and my dad, actually. So, it does not feel good, and it makes the hurt that much more. It really sucks. But yeah, I thought it was... Dude, the stop motion parts creeped me out. Like, even her movie. Like, it was so... Those were some creepy ass fucking models, dude. Like, creepy. Awesome. Great medium. I love stop motion. I think it's very cool. Corpse Bride is one of my favorite animated movies, actually. I love that movie. So stop motion was really awesome. I thought it was awesome. The stop motion parts themselves, like, I love creepy shit like that. Like when there's little cartoons and animations within a horror film. Like, I love that. That always gets to me. I love seeing art transform like that. I thought it was fantastic. I'm like arguing with Reddit. Alright, so I'm on Reddit, and Someone posted in r/horror that it has to be the most original and weirdest horror movie in the last decade. This person really loved the movie. There was a lot of imagination and creativity. I 100% agree with you. And he wants to see more from the people who made this. I think that this movie, if it's not considered a hidden gem, it should be. I agree with a commenter down here, though. So this guy, like, talks about how excited he is. He loves this movie. Goes into it a little bit. It's pretty interesting. This is on r/horror, by the way. But this guy says, I'm one of those folks it wasn't for, and the ending definitely pissed them off. So, I kind of agree with that. I thought, like, I mean, obviously you make the connections as you go. You learn that the little girl is her. You learn that she obviously can't kill her inner child. So then, like, but why is this happening? Like, is she just hallucinating what's happening? Because she dies at the end. But, like, does she then? Because this movie had me thinking. And I want to talk about it with people, so I need people to have seen it and to be talking to me in the comments about this movie. Because I loved it. I thought it was great. The ending was a little weird. I got to the end, I saw the box, and I was like, oh, she's going to get in the coffin. And then she got in the coffin. So it was, like, predictable right there. And that's the only thing I didn't like about it. I like that her inner child likes her film. But when I dig too deep into it, that's when I start to get confused. And that's, yeah. This person says, actually found it underwhelming and would have liked more actual stop motion. So, going into it, I thought it was going to be like an all stop motion film. And I've only ever seen those in shorts. So I was like, hyped, and then that didn't end up being the case, which is also fine because I was like, no, they really only do shorts because it's so much effort. But yeah, I don't know, the stop motion parts in it are fantastic. Apparently the director has some good stuff up probably on YouTube. Might have to go check some of that out. This person says, I couldn't wait for it to end, and then when it did, I was pissed. The trailer gave me so much hope, but then blew it away like dandelion fluff. Haha. The general consensus on Reddit seems to be either they loved it, they thought it was awful, or it was a good movie. It's worth a watch. Which is generally just how Reddit goes, honestly. I liked the movie a lot. Let's check Rotten Tomatoes here. Does it have a rating? There it is. We have a 91% on the tomato meter. So I'd agree with that. And it has a 49% on the popcorn meter. So audiences don't seem to like it as much, but there's also a lot more reviews. And horror fans are very particular. Granted, this is the third video I'm making, and I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 as well. This seems to be a good number. I want to give it a 9 out of 10, but the ending throws me off. But, like, the graphics, I mean, not graphics, what is... The effects are fucking awesome. The stop motion is great, and you know they had to put so much actual fucking work into this. And you can tell. It's a really well done. I just wish it would have had a slightly different ending, and I don't even have a suggestion for what that would be. Like, it could have just ended with her, like, looking down at her dead body on the floor or something. I don't know. It's all tropey anyway. I liked the movie. I thought it was awesome. I thought it had a lot of good parts. I thought it had a lot of cool-ass art. I was pretty into it once I got into it. And the creepiness of the stop motion just was great. I loved it. The Ash Man is creepy as fuck. And he's gonna get you on the third night. But I made some discoveries I watched a YouTube video where it was talking about the movie, and so there's a part where they're in the woods and the little girl has the tape recorder and she says, on the first night he looks at her, or whatever she says. And I guess that's Ella's voice that comes back out of the tape recorder. So that was the moment that we were supposed to tell it was Ella. It wasn't when she killed her. So I missed that during the movie. So that helped a little bit. And then I also watched that video to the end, and it's just interesting to see Ella's fascination with the blood and the gore just kind of expanded as the film goes on. So, you know, when she's cutting into the fox, she's really grossed out. She's poking in that dude's forehead, though, and she's all interested. And I didn't even pay attention to the part where she's in the shower and she, like, rubs on her leg. And it's the mortician's wax. So I did see that part, and then it goes to the stop motion part where the thing cuts into her leg. And then that's when she's found outside the apartment building. So yeah, there's some stuff that I missed. It does make a bit more sense after I watched an explained video, so I definitely still love to talk about this movie. And I would still love to get your opinions on it, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. I am recording this a couple of days after I recorded the initial video. I liked this movie, and it's still on my mind, and I think that's definitive. Like, that really makes sense that it was such a good movie that I am still over here thinking about it today after, it's been 3 days now since I saw it, and I was still thinking about it. Now, that could also just be because this is my current pet project, so I was thinking about it because I was, I'm working on this video right now, so that could be it too. But then the ending where she gets in the box, that is just what her mother said. So her mother had said, you're just a puppet, and when they're done with the puppets, they put them back in the box. And so that's why the ending is just her getting back in the box. But at that point, she should already be dead. So I'm still, like, knowing now 100% that this movie is just a break from her reality, that she is just insane now because of the loss of her mother, because of the trauma of her childhood, because of just this cascaded levels of events that just kept going. And so now she's just completely broken from reality, and she just bleeds out from ripping out the muscle in her leg. I still am not 100% satisfied with the ending, but it's still worth watching. Loved it. What's with the egg, though? I never got that, and they didn't really touch on it other than bringing up that there's an egg in the beginning, and then he makes her eat the egg in the middle, and then at the end, the egg breaks. And that's really all we get with the egg. There's no, like, explanation of what the egg is, what the egg signifies, what the egg is supposed to be. So tell me what you think about the egg. Is the egg just her creativity? What does the egg symbolize? Thanks for watching. And don't forget, Shanna's watching.